Another reason why people fail the exam is because they don't.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm a chartered structural engineer working in the UK with over a decade of experience designing buildings. I passed my IStructE exam a few years ago, and what I'll be doing today is I'm going to be going through the section 2D, which is the drawings of the past paper 2023 in February. Now, this is the second part of section 2D of the drawings because I have already done a video with part 1 where I show the drawings that I was making for plan view. So I show the foundation, ground floor, intermediate levels, and then the roof level. Now in this video is a continuation of that one, and I'll be showing the section and also the details. What I will do in this video is to let you know the main reasons why people fail the exam in this section, and also how you can avoid them, and also a few tips on how to complete this section faster, because well, time is the biggest constraint in the exam. Again, just a reminder that the quality you will see in this video is not the quality that is expected in the actual drawings in the exam. If you want to see the quality that is expected for the drawings in the exam, I'll leave a link with a few past papers that I did when I was practicing for mock exams, and then you can see the actual quality of the drawings that is expected in the exam.
Another reason why people fail the exam is because they don't respect the construction zones. A good thing to do then in your section, apart from showing of course at what level each floor is maybe to show, right, these were the construction zones which you had already shown in section 1A when you started, but now when you're doing the drawings, then you're showing, right, this is where the depth of my beam or the depth of my truss, and it's within the construction zone that it was defined, so that you show that the clear height required of each level, there will be no clash for the clear height required. The important thing in the section or the location where you want to show your section is where you show the primary structural elements. In this case, the two primary structural elements would be the trusses and the hangers. Those are the, let's say, uncommon or not typical structural elements that you will have in this building. Columns, beams, floors, yes, you do need to show them, but it's a typical, any building will have that. In this case, I needed to make sure that my section show the trusses and also the hangers that will be supporting the floor underneath. Now, when you go to the details, this is another of the main reasons why people fail this section of the exam, and is that they might just put very typical details that are actually not related to the primary structure of this building. Again, the principle and the main structure of the building in this case will be the trusses and the hangers, as I say, were one of the most important part of the structure, so I needed to make sure that I put details related to the hangers. In this case, I'm showing the connection of the hangers and how it will be connected to the beam below. Make sure you have a lot of templates, because they will be very useful in the exam. You don't have to think so much on the spot, but you have a guidance, and then maybe modify that template to suit the exam, but make sure that you have a lot of templates. And you're going to be doing mock exams, so save all those details that you make during your mock exams to take them with you to the exam. The second detail that I'm showing, it's not such a detail. I found that it was very useful because I did not show, or in the sections I could not show the build-up of the truss properly because of the scale of the drawing. So I made sure that I included in the details where I show just lines, bad lines, indicating the size of each diagonal and vertical element of the truss, indicating where the splices are going to be, because this is not going to be, or it could be, brought to side the full length, but it's like unlikely that it's going to be, so just indicating where the splices are going to go. And then I took the advantage that, right, I'm locating, or I'm showing the location of here's going to be one splice, here's another splice. Then I show a detail of those splices in the same drawing. Now, this is the actual bearing detail of one of the composite slabs. This detail is very typical. It wouldn't give you extra points, but it's okay to include it too. It's related to your building, in the case that I have designed, but it's not a very singular detail. It's quite standard, it's okay to include it, but make sure that you don't only include this type of drawings, but also more bespoke drawings, like the ones that I've done previously. In addition to the bearing of the slab, I also did just the bearing support of the masonry, because there's going to be masonry above level 1, and also at probably every other 2 or 3 levels there's going to be a masonry support. And the final detail is a detail that I included every time I did a mock exam, when they say that there was some type of glazing. Of course, it varies depending on if you're supporting from underneath or from the top, or what type of edge beam you have. But every time you have a glazing, it'll be supported somehow to the main structure. So I decided to show a glazing support detail every time there was included glazing, and it can give you a lot of points by noticing that, right, you got glazing that is structural, will need to be fixed to structure, how is it going to be fixed, and then you're suggesting. Because glazing is normally down to, it's a very proprietary element, then I would probably just suggest the final detail to be defined by the manufacturer, but this is indicative. Just making sure that in the end it's down to the specialist and the manufacturer requirements. And that's the end of this video, and then we finish section 2D drawings. The next section will be section 2E, which is the method statement and the program. I believe the program is not applicable anymore after 2024, but I believe the method statement is still applicable for the exams in 2024 and probably in 2025.